from here. Then Jesus said, "You are also still without understanding. Do you not understand that whatever enters the mouth goes into the stomach and is eliminated? But these things that proceed out of the mouth come from the heart, and they defile a man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, theft, false witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man. But to eat with unwashed hands does not defile a man." You know, what compromises a Christian's faith so often is the words we speak. It just kills your relationship with God if you can't speak positive things about other people. And I love this, Matthew 9:4. We got that one? Well, I got it right this time. Yes. Knowing their thoughts, Jesus said, "Why do you entertain evil thoughts in your hearts?" This particular verse, what surrounds it is the story of the paraplegic who was let through the roof. Do you remember the story? And Jesus said to him, "Your sins are forgiven." And about that point, there was a lot of the religious leaders were in a group round about him, looking at him, trying to suss him out. And Jesus said, knowing their thoughts, Jesus said, "Why do you entertain evil thoughts in your heart?" Now, the Greek word there for evil thoughts is poneros. And poneros has the thought of a diseased thought. He was saying, your thoughts are diseased. Do we carry diseased thoughts around with us? We do. But God says you need to get rid of those diseased thoughts because they're contagious and you can affect other people with your diseased thoughts. 1 Peter 4:15 says, "Let none of you suffer as a murderer, a thief, an evildoer, or a busybody in other people's matters." Isn't that interesting? That a busybody is put in the same sentence as a murderer, a thief, an evildoer. The Greek word for busybody is periagos. Forgive me if I stand it wrong. And can be interpreted as curious arts. In a neutral plural form, this word is magic. So what he's saying there is evil power behind gossip. So when you start gossiping, you're actually inviting demons into the situation. A perverse, Proverbs 16:28, a perverse man sows strife, and a whisperer separates the best of friends. And then David says in Psalm 41:7, all who hate me whisper together against me. Against me they devise my hurt. The Hebrew word for whisperer is lashash, and it means to mumble a spell as a magician. When I was thinking these thoughts about conversation and about what we speak, I remember the story of Absalom. And as I remember the story of Absalom, a picture came into my mind, as they do, of this great big spider sitting down, weaving his web. He's like, he weaved this web of deception. And people got caught up in it. The chanting, the magician-like, the sweet phrase. But underneath, he was stealing the hearts of the people of Israel. Proverbs 18:8 says, the words of gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inward parts. I like the amplified version of it. The words of a whisperer gossip are like a dainty morsel to be greedily eaten. They go down into the innermost chambers of the body to be remembered and mused upon. But gossip is a temptation for all of us. But sometimes it's not only being in a room where there's gossip and you don't join in. But if you don't join in, but you stay in the room, you're acquiescing to it as well. Because people assume that you're agreeing with it, even if you're not. It's very hard sometimes to get out of these situations.